Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a stock that is ready to explode this week. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's video. Without further ado, let's get started right after the intro. Right off the bat. Okay, we have the SPY right now. Today was a great day. It was a great day for all the longs out there who bought calls and just kept holding because this thing made new highs today, as I told all of you in this morning's video. And I don't think this trend is done yet. I think it can go a little bit higher. I really think so before we see some type of pullback. It's looking like more money is just flooding in right now. These previous short sellers got taken out. This is the squeeze, and right now it's just gonna trickle up just little by little. Okay, so I'm gonna follow up on this one in the morning. But the stock that is on the thumbnail that looks like it's about to go crazy and explode tomorrow, that one is TDOC, TDOC. All right, and the reason why I want to talk about this one specifically is because it's been breaking a multi-level high right over here, right? It broke out last week and then it went sideways, consolidated to form this flag. And then this flag broke out today, all right? This flag broke out today in a very bullish fashion. Great volume, all right? So definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure. The next level to retest for the stock is the short sellers up here at around 353. It tried to get there today. If you look at it on the 3-minute chart time frame, it tried to get there today, but it kind of got rejected a little bit. All right, so definitely watch this one to see if it's gonna open up just a little bit above like 250 for that short squeeze that we want for this stock. All right, the stock got upgraded a while ago, and there's been some news on this one as well in regards to continuous glucose monitoring for people who have type 2 diabetes. All right, so again, do your own research on the stock. I'm not bearish on the stock at all. I wouldn't short this thing at all. I would not with the way the market is going and now with the way the stock is looking. All right, so definitely keep this one on your watch list as well for the next few days. All right, another stock that I think is also ready to blow up in the next few days is Ford. Somebody asked about Ford, and so far Ford is looking kind of parabolic. It is. It is. And if you're looking on here, right, it had a solid day today. But the one thing that I want y'all to pay attention to is that it's not even at the highs yet. It's not even at the highs. It has a while to go to even get to the highs, right? And also, if you look very closely, the stock broke out last week and now it's running really hard. One thing to keep in mind is that there's earnings also in the way. So hopefully we get a nice move all the way up to $12, maybe even $13 before earnings. And then what happens after that is like, I don't really care what happens through earnings because I don't hold anything through earnings. Again, like I always say on this channel, holding anything like calls or puts through earnings is a 50-50 coin toss. All right, the reaction is completely unpredictable, so just be careful with that one. But so far I like the stock is moving right, and somebody mentioned it in the comments like I think 10 minutes ago, so definitely keep that one on your watch list as well. I'm not bearish on this one. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to talk about in this video, that one is Twitter. And Twitter looked good. I talked about Twitter in the past. I told y'all that it would drop to $45 on that day, on the 11th. It dropped to $45 and then it did a dead cat bounce, right? And now somebody said there's a dragonfly doji here. I bought the dip, and honestly it's a great buy. You should be up substantially right now. This is a hammer, all right? But regardless, this thing is bullish, and the way the market is looking right now, I think this one is going to carry on upwards. So watch this thing for a move up to 50. I think it can do it. If not this week, then probably by Monday. So I'm not bearish on this one. Watch this thing for a long. All right. The next one that we'll be talking about, that one is looking kind of weak, and that one is Roku. And for those of you who have been subscribing to the channel, I made a previous video about Roku, about how this stock was going to go parabolic. And parabolic, this stock became, right? It went up nicely all the way up and exceeded, actually it went right to my price target at around $445, right? So it got there. After some days of struggling, it finally got there to like 450-ish, and now it's not looking too great. As you can see, the stock is like getting to that point. I personally would love it if it can go a little higher to like, I don't know, 460, maybe 470, just so I can short it down without any doubt in my mind, you know. But as of right now, it's getting a little too risky for this stock. So be careful if you're trying to go long on this. If you're trying to buy the dips on this thing, that dark cloud cover is looking very dangerous. So watch out for that potential drop. It may not be good. Like short term, it can drop all the way down to like 410, maybe even lower towards 400, and then go sideways until earnings, right? Best case scenario, it spikes up really, really fast and then gets very tired up there, and then I just short it down. Best case scenario. But that's my very honest opinion of Roku. Be careful with this one. The next one that we're going to be talking about in this video, somebody asked about AMD. All right, and we gave AMD about 2 days to do its thing. I was very bearish on this one over the weekend because of the triple top on here. One top, two top, three tops right there, right? And then if you look at it on the 15, it didn't look too good. And I told y'all that I wanted to see this thing at exactly 80 something dollars in this region, in this big ball, right? And it's been struggling to actually drop. Every time it drops, it gets bought right back up. All right. Now, is this thing good for a dip buy yet? Looking at it from the daily, from my perspective as a short, I think short sellers wants to be a little greedy on this one. I wouldn't dip buy this one, and I wouldn't advise anybody to dip buy it. Obviously, I'm not shorting this right now. Again, I'm on the sidelines, but I'm just very, very picky. I want this thing to drop. All right, I really, really want this thing to drop. That way, it can be a very clear and obvious dip buy for me. But as of right now, I'm just neutral on the stock, and I'm waiting patiently, just like the rest of you guys. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. The next one that we're going to be talking about is CRSR. CRSR. And this one is a Corsair Gaming. Now, the way the stock is looking, it's looking like it might be one of those scenarios where it gets worse before it gets better. I think it could tumble down just a little bit more because there is this evening star right there that's kind of bothering me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of short sellers got in because of it, and they're dragging the stock down even further. So if the floor of the stock doesn't hold right here, be careful. Be careful. If that doesn't hold, it's gonna tumble, probably like below 30 even. Be very, very careful, regardless of how you feel about the company, regardless of whether you know a lot about these things, about what the stock is and what they do. Again, I see gaming here, so I guess it's pretty obvious. But regardless of what you feel about it, if that floor breaks, all of these dip buyers are gonna cut losses, and the stock is gonna drag down even further, and the short sellers are gonna add more to that position. Okay, so definitely be careful if you're trying to dip buy this thing. Best case scenario for all the longs is that there is some magical news tomorrow. It jumps up and opens up at like $37.74, and then runs with the market. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, something like BNGY happens, right? Where they did a stock dilution and the stock tanked. And then this thing could open up below this line and then keep tumbling down. Again, I'm just letting you know my very, very honest opinion on these stocks. All right. Now, if you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. And if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos which are released from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and the Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you are new to the market, if you are new to trading, looking to get started, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with everything you need and have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with WiLL using my very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Guma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video tomorrow morning at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. Also, congratulations to everybody who held those YOLO calls on Netflix. Congratulations to y'all. All right, enjoy the outro.